Well, we're finally here. The Sword and Shield Isle of Armor expansion pass is finally out. And is it worth it? Yeah, that explains it. Well, okay, maybe to me it wouldn't be, but everybody has their own opinions, and I guess I will explain everything real quick of what you can do in this one area and how things are. Now, the new wild area is decently sized, although I wouldn't really call it as massive as they claimed it to be. Is anything really as advertised anymore? And I'll give it to them, there is a story that you could follow on the Isle as well. Only problem, though, is that I'm seeing Cerebi beat this in like 5 hours. Really? I, I didn't expect there to be a story as long as the main campaign or anything, but 5 hours doesn't seem like a lot of time to me. Just letting you know. However, I honestly think the main appeal to this is to explore the area and catch all the Pokemon that did make a return inside the Isle of Armor. I will I will admit though, the choices that they made for a lot of these Pokemon, holy crap, are they just like really obscure and ones that maybe nobody thinks about? Like that fucking sandcastle one. I forgot that existed until just now. And what's even more insulting is that once again, both Salamence and Dragonite didn't make the cut, so I don't know what these guys are planning, but maybe we'll have to wait until the Crown Tundra, which wouldn't make any sense for them to be in, except if I'm not going to say it. As with up until this point, there are going to be various different max raid battle events as well, starting with Zeraora here. That's actually pretty cool. I mean, at least you can do various things. However, I'm not entirely sure if these max raid battles are only linked to the DLC. My guess is that they are. I mean, it wasn't really specified, but correct me if I'm wrong. But, I guess that's one more reason to buy it. And yeah, that face. Yeah, you know that face. It's the rage face. You know it's coming. There's one thing I have to say, and it pisses me off, and shame on you who think this. Why is everybody praising the fact that their Pokemon is following them now? You realize that this was a feature that was free in previous titles, right? Why the fuck are they locking this behind a $30 paywall? Shame on every single one of you who are praising this. Because it is you who are making these corporate bastards lock shit behind paywalls that were previously free. Another thing, by the way, is that back on the interview that IGN did, and this is like the one and only time in a while that I'll listen to them, is that one of the developers said that the both expansion pass areas were in development well before Sword and Shield was even released. So that just proves, even though they didn't say it directly, but that statement there just proves that they purposely made the whole fucking Pokedex cut just to paywall it. Anyone who's doing backflips and is strictly buying the DLC just to have their Pokemon follow them around or have their Pokemon just be caught again in the main game, and yes, I've actually talked to several of these people and I gave them a good across the face, verbally speaking. You're an idiot. I'm sorry, I have to say it. I know, you can hate me all you want. Once again, dislike button's down there. Have at it. But you shouldn't be praising something that was previously free in other titles. Yes, once again, you can transfer Pokemon from Pokemon Home if you pay that subscription. But I'll be honest, because there's not that much content here, there is the small story, one of the dojos that you can train on, and a couple other things, like a Diglett side quest that you can farm Diglets and earn prizes. What is this fucking Anthem with its side quest? Ugh. But if you do transfer everything over, that completely defeats the purpose of even getting this DLC in the first place. Yeah, that's kind of a contradiction I just made, but it's That's the thing. Like, you could transfer everything over, but that just makes the whole expansion pass kind of obsolete and pointless. Unless you're one of those idiots that just buy it just for the following part. I still can't believe that. But, I don't know. It's just, I don't really see the appeal in this. It's cute for what it is, and it gives players something to do who bought the game. But once again, this shit should have been fucking free, or not $30. This DLC is definitely not worth what it is. Especially going back to the whole they were making this beforehand. They planned all this shit out on purpose. You're spending $90 on a game once again. That's maybe now with the whole DLC coming out, because I'll classify the winter. I did it again. I'll classify the Crown Tundra pretty much the same level as this. It's not. It's unfair to assume things because actually all the legendary Pokemon and hopefully all the pseudo legends will be out by then. But as a whole, it's still not worth the $90 price tag. And so help me God if you're one of those idiots that bought the DLC for both games. You're the reason why this company is failing. Oh, not failing financially, failing to make good content. But yeah, I don't necessarily see the appeal in this. It's not crap. That's the thing. It's par for the course. I will admit, it's something to do, and it fits the Pokemon formula nicely. But it's not worth the price tag, my friend. And it's unfortunately, this is just what we have to deal with now. We're like, I don't even want to know what the fucking ninth generation is going to be like. I mean, are you going to just take all the Gen 8 Pokemon and then paywall them? They can't pull this shit twice. Well, I mean, they could, but... But yeah, do I recommend this? That's really difficult. Because something that I may not see the value in, it may be more valuable to you. I would definitely say watch some non-spoiler videos, do a little bit of research on your own, and see how you like it. If you already have the game, then yeah, I would honestly think that maybe you probably should, since you've already, well, spent the money. But would I recommend it to you? Yeah, I guess I could. It's not definitely not worth the money, but I know there's a lot of people out there that actually would genuinely enjoy going on another like huge safari run looking for all these Pokemon to fill their decks out. I guess that alone would be an interesting time waster, but it's just that price. The content's nice as it is, and it's once again a good Pokemon experience, but it's just not worth the money. But that's my opinion. Just a bit of a warning though. Nintendo ain't gonna refund you if you purchased either the wrong DLC or want a refund on the regular DLC and you just don't happen to not like it. So purchase with caution. That's one thing I'll definitely have to say. And the other thing that I have to say is, well, sorry, Dragonite. Better luck next time.